Ever wonder why you flinch when someone raises their voice, or why you replay every conversation in your head like it's a Netflix episode you starred in but hated? That's not overthinking. That's childhood residue. And if you grew up with narcissistic parents, congratulations. You've been walking around carrying three unusual traits the world either envies, fears, or flat out misunderstands. These traits shape how you trust, how you love, how you walk into a room, and how you survive in this chaotic circus we all pretend is a normal life. So let's get into it. Oh, quick reminder, I always feature my favorite comment from the last video at the end, so stick around to see if it's yours. Trait 1. The hyper-awareness radar kids of narcissists don't just grow up. They get trained, emotionally, psychologically, and sometimes involuntarily. You basically develop a built-in surveillance system so sharp you could have been recruited by the CIA at age 9. You learned to scan a room before you even entered it. The sound of a door closing told you more than most people's entire facial expressions. You could sense tension before it even fully formed. Micro-expressions? You read them like subtitles. Tone changes? You caught them mid-sentence. Even the silence between words had meaning. This wasn't talent, it was survival. The good side? You read people like a psychic who's been doing it for 40 years. You can feel someone's energy shift before they open their mouth. You know who to trust, who to avoid, and who's lying even when their story sounds perfect. You're the kind of person scammers avoid because they know you'll sniff them out before they finish their second sentence. But the bad side? Your brain never shuts up. Ever. You're living like an iPhone with 97 apps open in the background, battery draining, overheating, and sending you low power mode warnings every 2 hours. You're exhausted by people who didn't even do anything. You walk into a room and instantly start analyzing things you don't actually want to analyze because that radar doesn't have an off switch. Here's the savage twist. The same radar that drained you as a kid makes you nearly impossible to manipulate as an adult. You don't fall for fake kindness. You can spot a hidden agenda miles away. Someone tries to guilt trip you, you catch the trap instantly. That's not paranoia. That's a superpower forged in a childhood you didn't choose. Trait 2, the chameleon mask. Children of narcissists are shapeshifters, not because they're fake, but because they had to become whoever made the environment safest. Around mom, maybe you were the quiet, obedient version of yourself. Around dad, maybe the overachiever who never failed. Around both, you went silent, shrinking yourself down so small you'd disappear if it meant avoiding conflict. You learned early that your real self wasn't welcome. So you built masks, several, and you got good at switching them so fast it became second nature. The scary part? People think they know you. They don't. They know the version of you that makes them comfortable, the version you selected so nobody blows up, shuts down, or spirals out. On the upside, your adaptability is insane. Put you in a boardroom, a street market, a church choir, a nightclub, a family gathering, or a corporate conference. You blend in like you've been there for years. You can read the bye-bye and adjust in real time. You're socially fluent in every language without trying. But the downside? Sometimes you look in the mirror and genuinely wonder, who am I when nobody's watching? You catch yourself people-pleasing. You catch yourself shrinking so others feel bigger. You catch yourself adjusting your tone, your volume, your opinions, even your humor, just so nobody gets triggered. And here's the comedic truth. You could win an Oscar for pretending to be fine while your brain is staging a full-blown rebellion. The savage advice, start removing the mask slowly, one layer at a time. The real you, the unfiltered, unedited, unmasked version, is far more powerful and magnetic than any character you ever had to play for survival. Trait 3, the survival work ethic. This one's unusual because it's not just hard work. It's survival-grade productivity. Growing up, failure wasn't allowed. Mistakes weren't moments of growth. They were moments of shame. Rest wasn't rest. It was labeled as laziness. Showing weakness? Not even an option. So you became a grinder, a doer, a hyperachiever, the kind of person who keeps pushing even when your body is begging for a break. You learned to anticipate problems before they happen, solve them quietly, and exceed expectations even when nobody thanked you. The upside? You'll outwork anyone in the room. You'll push through exhaustion, Learn new skills at lightning speed and build resilience that most people only read about in books. Pressure is your default setting. You function in chaos better than most people function in comfort. But the downside? You don't know when to stop. You treat burnout like a normal Tuesday. You think rest is something you have to earn, and even when you do rest, your mind is working overtime. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Surviving is not the same as living. You have to teach yourself the things you never got growing up. Rest, joy, softness, breathing, being. If you don't, you'll die with trophies but no peace. If you grew up with narcissistic parents, now you know why you walk around carrying these three unusual traits. They can either destroy you or build you into someone unstoppable. The power is in learning how to manage them instead of letting them manage you. Here's the truth no one tells you. You didn't just survive. You graduated from psychological hell with skills most people can't even buy. You're not broken. You're forged. So next time someone underestimates you, remember, you grew up on a battlefield, and now life feels like a playground. Don't waste your energy proving you're enough. You already proved it the moment you survived what should have crushed you. Go scare people with how strong you turned out. The comment of the day goes to Pretty Thump, and it reads, I already knew this, but I love the way you broke it down. I am setting boundaries, and I feel so much lighter. Thank you. Love your content. That's amazing. Knowing is one thing, but actually applying it, actually setting those boundaries. That's where the real strength is. Respect. Keep protecting your peace. You're doing exactly what most people are too scared to do.